Assalamu alaikum. So, one question I've been getting frequently is people wondering how do we stay warm in the buggy in the wintertime. So I thought I'd just make this little clip. I got a few minutes here and explain exactly how it is that we stay warm riding in the horse and buggy during the wintertime. So basically, it starts with before you leave home, you have to dress warm. That's the bottom line. I usually wear 2 layers under this. I usually wear like a long sleeve thermal shirt. I don't know how well you can see that, but so it, you know, you just have to put on a lot of layers. I got a long sleeve thermal shirt. I have this shirt here is also a buttoned up thermal shirt. And then I have my denim jacket here. And the same thing with my pants. My pants are heavy denim. And under my pants I have a pair of insulated pants like this here. So I got these on, then I have my heavy denim pants here over top of them. I also wear these wool thermal socks. And then I would put on this wool collar here. And this is really, you can't beat one of these. I don't know if you can have your grandmother make one, or sometimes you can maybe find them for sale or like at a hunting store or something. But this is really the ticket right here, to keep in the air from getting down your coat. And so I usually wear this like that. And sometimes if the wind is really bad, I'll pull it up like this too over my face. Like if I'm going through a blizzard and just a lot of sleet is coming down, I'll pull it up like that too to kind of help keep me warm. I also have a insulated. This is my work coat. It's really not in the best condition, but it's really warm, so I just keep wearing it and wearing it. It's got this wool lining, and it's also insulated underneath the wool. So, and as you see with this wool collar here like this, it just keeps the wind from getting down your coat. And it really is the ticket for if you have to go outside or travel in the cold. My bottom hook is broke off, so I gotta do the old safety pin thing here. if I can get that fixed. So anyways, that is you know, and with this being layered up like this, you know, the wind doesn't get through, and you stay warm, stay relatively warm. And this hat I like to wear when it's starts getting like below 20 or so. I would wear this hat. This is Australian, made from Australian rabbit fur. These hats are actually quite expensive. They run around $100 to $150 new. So I've had this hat for maybe 10 years, and I just wear it out. It ought to just be a work hat now, but I think about the price, and I just brush it off and keep going again. So that's pretty much what I would wear in the buggy if I'm going somewhere, and this really keeps me warm. Also for my ears, I would wear these to cover my ears, and yeah, with this it's enough to keep me warm. And this is the #1 key to staying warm in the wintertime in the buggy, is how many layers you put on. That's the #1 key. As long as you got a lot of layers on, and good layers, but keeps the wind out and keeps you warm, just stay warm for a long time. Because the buggy actually is fairly airtight. It's just there's no heat in it, so it'd be kind of like riding in your vehicle with the heat off, I guess. So in a second we'll go down and I'll show you the inside the buggy, what we do to stay warm. So let's take a look at the buggy, and basically what we would do is sit underneath these heavy blankets. These blankets are quilted. Some of them, they even come with like a fur lining on the inside, something really heavy, but the one in here is just one of these heavy quilted blankets, and then there's also another fur-lined blanket for when it's really cold. So we would sit underneath on the seat and cover up with the blankets. And then this here is the wind block and you just, if it's really windy or blowing, you can fasten this like so, and that way you can just see over the top of it as you're going down the road, and all the wind and everything blowing in here will be blocked by it. And this way your lines can come through, and you can still steer, but your hands will stay, you know, keep your hands inside. And the snaps up here like so, and that's pretty much how it is. So this is just a view from you know, if you're sitting in a seat, kind of what you'd see. And you can look around, and you just kind of slouch down a little bit, and it'll block the wind. Just blow it right over the top of your head as you're going down the road. And another feature is that you can unsnap it, and sometimes I'll like tuck it behind my shoulder right here, so it's lower there. And here's another one too. So another thing too is the side curtains do come down, but they're a little bit of a headache to snap. So usually in the real cold weather, we would just leave the passenger side down pretty much for the whole winter. Just use the driver's side. And if you got a passenger, they would just get in on the driver's side, and that way you have a little bit more wind block. The same thing with this is spring wagon or hack wagon, depending on where you are. We call them a spring wagon. The same thing here, you would sit on the seat in this and then just that way you're kind of like covered up and the wind will just blow right over you and keep you dry for the winter. And we don't usually have heaters. Sometimes we do like use soapstones, or sometimes we would put like a kerosene lantern in a 5-gallon pail so that it won't tip over, and then just set it on the floor between our feet to keep warm. And that way, like if your hands get a little cold, you can always take your gloves off and hold it over the lantern and warm them back up. But other than that, we wouldn't really use a heater in the buggy. It's because of the design, it's just not practical. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully that explains how we keep warm. And really, once you get used to it, it's not really all that bad. It's like I say, it'd probably be about like riding in a car with no heat. And I don't know. Usually you're not in there for more than an hour. So, especially if you got more than one person in there with you, it really isn't. Usually about an hour. Then your toes and your fingers start getting a little cold, but it's not bad. I mean, you can do whatever you put your mind to, I guess.